Hey everybody, Tim Kelly here. I wanted to share with you a couple of my little digital processing secrets. The first one I want to handle right now is called, well actually it's a Photoshop adjustment called Replace Color. And in my mind, it's poorly named for my purposes. Rather than Replace Color, I would rather call it Remove Unwanted Colors. To me, that would be a lot better because that's almost extensively what I use it for. So what you're going to find, I'm going to take you in and do an image and show you how I use it most commonly. But if you can imagine having a color cast, such as a late afternoon shot, white clothing, you know you're going to get blue shading on the whites. Well, with Replace Color, you can make a careful selection which will make its own mask, and you can desaturate that one and only color. It's quite magical. I love it, and this is the way I use it. It's found under Image, Adjust, Replace Color in Photoshop. I'm on CC 2018 or 2019, and that's where I continue to find it. What I'm going to show you today is that this particular image, it's an older image. I don't do a lot of outdoor children, but this happened to be a big shoot that had indoor and outdoor. But what I'm going to talk to you about is how to get this blue cast out of this dress. It appears here, here. Up here where her veil is protected from the sun, we have a neutral tone. But this blue I don't care for at all. So that's why we're going to go ahead and fix that this morning. Also, I'll show you one more sample of a before and after. And here is a family portrait. Just a typical group, all ages, sizes. And we have what appears to be some matching colors going on here. Well, guess what? They didn't come in that way. Here is the original. And my biggest complaint, of course, was this child. And who would do that? You know, hey, they don't know. So it's our job to try and make it right. Fixing this sweater really was very, very easy. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll go back to the finished one. And there you go. I selected this color based on a combination of the other reds or burgundies that were in there and created this. And if you'll notice, there are other heads changed and bodies thinned and fixed and everything like that. But what I'm really interested today is in the Replace Color. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Okay, now I have the actual file opened up in Photoshop. The first thing we'll have to do is make a mask. I've selected 11 pixels, just a soft edge, nothing too, perfection here. I'm going to just grab all of the yellow that I can get. And of course, we'll be able to erase around the child and mom later. Once you've got your selection, you've got a copy to work on. You will want to save that selection so that you'll be able to work on just that area and be able to see it clearly. So we'll go to Adjust, Image Adjust, and Replace Color. Okay, so here's our yellow, and we can go ahead and just click in once. We've got a kind of a yellow, but we got to get them all. So we go to the plus key, and we capture all the yellow tones that are in the sweater down to the deep shadows and the high highlights. We make sure we get it all. Okay, we've got all the different tones that are happening. Threshold here will show you how much you've got. And we can go ahead and play before we commit to it. We can go ahead and get the saturation, or the color, I should say, that we want. Well, there's the reds right there. You need to be a great deal darker, I think. So darker still, less saturated perhaps. See how it's starting to come together for Grandpa. Try another range here of reds. Looks like I want to go away that way. So this is visual, completely visual. I mean, there are ways to click and replace, but I want all the subtleties in there as well. we have that darkness, and we can add some saturation in it. And it's just trial and error here to get what you like. And we're going to change it again when we're done, okay? It's very easy to adjust it further. Maybe it's too dark right now. Let's see what we need. I think that's, oops, I just had it there. Closer to the color I want. It's not done, but it's close. I'm going to say okay to that. Now remember, that is on a separate layer. All right, there we go. So what I'm going to do is clean this up and just erase around the edges a little bit. There will be some more detailed cleaning here. In many cases, I've just found this easier than making detailed masks. I'll show you why. This doesn't matter here. This does matter. That's flesh, mama's flesh right there. Okay, right there, get rid of that. All right, looking good. And that's all fine. I'm looking for any place that really infringes. All right, let's get it off the face for sure. Face and neck. All right. All right, put this back and see where it needs work. Yes, we're going to get this out of the way. We can touch it up again later. I don't know what that is there. It's a remnant of something. Okay, make sure there's no of that red color shift on mama here. You can use a smaller brush. I'm doing it quickly just to give you the idea of how it's done. All right. All right, good. Let's zoom back and see. All right. The obvious stuff first. All right. Basically, that's how we change the garment. So here we are looking at the preceding version with the, in my mind, offensive color. And now we have a nice finalized image. We've replaced a head, we've replaced a couple of heads, and we've changed this garment, which the client will never even remember that it was probably that bright yellow when they have this hanging on the wall as a canvas. One of the other things I do most commonly is blacks. You know how you do maybe a group and everybody's black outfit is a little different because somebody's fluorescent, it has a little blue, a little violet undertone. I go and I click on everybody that has black in their clothing and I desat that, and suddenly all the black outfits match perfectly. Let's finish up. I'm going to take you to the other image that we're going to work on next. And this one here has got the blue that we talked about. This is a much easier job, almost instant job. So let's go ahead and tackle it. We'll open in Photoshop. In this image, you can see, like I pointed out earlier, this blue, this iridescence really, see it here and here, really kind of offends me when we're trying to have clean white clothing. So this is pretty easy. Now what we're going to do to get these out is go Image, Adjust, Replace Color, and we're going to take our threshold down, and we're going to select one of those blues. If we click all over, you'll see all these colors are really in the blue family. So we get the dominant one, we add to that. We're going to be making a mask that's going to change this iridescent color. Make it go away, okay? There's a little bit here, there's a lot there. There's definitely some in her dress. And this mask is picking it all up, there's no doubt. It's there. So let's just take a peek and see what happens. We may have to take out of those faces, but let's look. All right, saturation. That's max saturation. And you can see there's some areas here we didn't hit yet. So we'll go ahead and get those. But that's pretty neutral. There's if we look closely, look, there's some areas that should also be treated. And we're not going to do it this heavy either. We're not going to do it this heavy. All right, so now we have taken all of the blue out of it. All right. And we can fade it. Boy, see, that's what it really was. This is what we had. Start fading it out. And that is pretty good looking right there. Now to me, that looks so much better. And we can add the warm tone back in the highlight. So there we go. And we just do a quick undo. Let's see. Undo, replace color. Do it back again. See that? There we go. That's the blue we had. And that's what we now have. Quickly and easily, we've replaced that. So how'd you like that? I think that is one of the best little secrets that I've ever found in Photoshop. I know there's a million of them. I'm sharing this one because I'm surprised when I do share it in a class that people are wide-eyed like, wow, I never even knew that was there. So if you start thinking about it as a tool that can help you remove negative colors and things you don't want, and of course you can adjust a complete outfit, but I use it more commonly just for taking out tints that I don't like and undertones I don't like. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it changes your production.